Here in Beulah, water is a precious commodity, and we are actually outside the municipal water district, and we don't have good access for a well. There's an 800-foot dry hole that never produced water. So we actually catch rainwater, and last year we had 3 1,700-gallon cisterns installed to store rainwater in. Our installer was also able to provide this 500-gallon above-ground cistern that we're going to put under this one little short section of downspout by the front porch. And this will just be used for watering some planters with some flowers and some herbs and things like that. That way we don't have to use the water that goes into the main cisterns for household use that is filtered and treated so that it is safe to drink for watering plants outside. Plus it provides an extra 500 gallons of storage for us that if we needed it, we could run a hose from this into the main cistern. It would then go through the same filtration and treatment process and be safe for indoor use at that point. So it's just a little extra water storage. It gives us a little bit more versatility. The first thing I need to do is move some of this stuff. This rock sits right where we're going to put the tank, so I need to go fire up the skid steer, move it, get the old gravel out of here, throw it on the driveway, because it'll be nice to have on the driveway. Then I'm going to build a little stone retaining wall where this is going to go just to raise the tank up off the ground so it gets better gravity feed. Well, stick around. We'll get right back to this in just a few seconds right here on YouTube. I'm going to call it a day for now, but like I say, the video will continue in just a few seconds. That was a whole lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Well, I told you we'd be right back, and so we are. It's the next day. The tank is in, and at least where it belongs, but it's got two minor issues. One is there's no way to get water into it, and the other, almost as important, is there's no way to get water out of it. So that's what I've got to deal with today. Now the tank comes with this nice fitting with a big rubber gasket that installs from the inside out, but it didn't come with a faucet, so I had to start today in town looking for a nice spigot to put on this, and I think this is going to work out just fine for our purposes. First thing we got to do is drill a hole for this and then figure out how to get this on the inside of the tank while we attach that on the outside of the tank. Now we just hope it fits. Yeah. Perfect. Nope, the wire is not going to work. A much bigger piece of wire here. Let's see if I can aim this and get it through that hole. Unfortunately, I got to put the camera. Going to have to put the camera down to do it. There's probably a lot of other ways you can do this. Using two hands is certainly a lot easier, but that's in there and shouldn't want to come off now. So we put our fitting on the wire or the rope, the string, or whatever you got, and see if we can get it to go down where we want it to be. And that's just pretty much there. Now we go to the other end. And then we hope we can get a hold of it. Just that easy. I'm not going to take the wire out until this is screwed on there. And this is reverse thread. I do hope I haven't been in the way the whole time. Now I can get rid of my piece of wire. Yes, the tank's a little wobbly right now, but I think once it's got water in it, the bottom of the tank will swell a little bit and fit all the irregularities on my rock pad. And I'm really not too worried about it. Of course, I don't have self-tapping or self-drilling screws. First things first, there's a filter that goes in the very top to catch all the leaves and dead bugs and squirrels, things like that that might be tempted to fall in the tank. And with any luck, all of this fits. There, now it's not going anywhere. Well, now we ought to be able to get water into the tank. Well, that means the next step is actually waiting for it to rain, which according to the weather report could start any time now, and we're supposed to get light rain off and on for the next 3 or 4 days. So I'm glad I got this project done, but don't you go anywhere, because if it does rain, I'll tell you how much water we got out of that much rain. Well, I started this video on Sunday, got the tank set and ready to go, got it all plumbed up and ready to collect water and put the valve in on Monday. Tuesday it rained a little bit, but not a whole lot, and there was no appreciable amount of water left in the tank. But Wednesday, it really rained. I set a bucket out on the driveway to see how much rain we actually got during the day. And here it is, Thursday morning. And there is almost 4 inches of water in this bucket. Now that's not all just rain, because it snowed last night, and we got probably 3 or 4 inches of really wet, sloppy snow. So between the heavy rain and the snow that is still melting, we're getting quite a bit of water, not only in our main tanks, which have actually reached the overflow point, so that water is just going out the overflow pipe, and we're not getting any benefit of it, which is sad, but it's good the tanks are full. But this new tank is also filling up. I think when the sun is shining, this is opaque enough you can see a shadow line for the water through it and tell how much water, but it's too cloudy today to be able to tell that. But if I tap on it, that's the 300-gallon mark right there. That's 400. So probably about 325 gallons of water in this tank. That's not quite 100 gallons per inch of rainfall, and that all comes off of this one little section of porch roof. And the snow hasn't even finished melting off of that, so there's probably another 50 or 100 gallons of snow on that roof right now. So that's all I've got for now. I hope you enjoyed following along on this project. Give the video a thumbs up if you did. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. But then get out and enjoy life, and we'll see you for the next one.